Hey guys, what's up? My name is Bob and Fishy. Welcome to Bob and Fishy's Top 10 Games of All Time. This is my list. Basically, Ninja Spider Games, one of my subscribers and a very frequent commenter, asked me, what are my top 10 games of all times? And I knew I was going to just leave a comment, but I knew I had to make a video. Because, you know, you just got to do that sort of stuff. So, I'm going to make a video. These are not what are objectively the best games, but the games I enjoyed playing most. And these are going to be mostly nostalgia based, I'm going to be honest with you. But, you know, that's just kind of comes with the territory when you're playing video games, right? So, there are going to be some snubs that I know you guys are going to kind of call me out on if I don't mention them right now. Zelda games, I'm not a big fan of Zelda games. Sorry. Can't help it. And, let's see, what are the other ones? Oh god, what's that other series that's really popular? I forget. Anyway, there's, also, I'm setting a rule for myself. One game from each franchise. Otherwise, this list would mostly be Pokemon games. And we don't want that, right? Well, I mean, like, that's what it would be, so. Anyway, let's go ahead and start. Number 10. And this is going to be a series that I have going on right now. It's Evo Creo. Basically, Evo Creo is probably the series that I'm enjoying recording most out of anything that I'm doing right now. I've only done one recording session of it so far, but out of all of the series that I have going on right now, nothing left me, finished recording with, a bigger smile on my face than Evo Creo. It's so unique, so vibrant, the music's great, everything about this game is really clicking for me, and I really like it. So, I'm putting that on the list just because I haven't had that really, crazy excitement about recording something in a very long time. Or not even just recording something, playing something. So, it took me back to when I was very young playing video games for the first time. Let's say that. Okay, number 9. This is going to be another one that, actually this one, you could actually make a case for this on most lists. Let's go ahead and tell you. Dragon Age Origins. I really like this game. I played it on PS3. I think it's on Xbox and PC and stuff as well. This was a really cool game. Basically, it's an RPG, and it's decision based. You do a lot of, it's like a BioWare. It is a BioWare game, so obviously it's going to be have a lot of good dialogue trees and stuff. But the gameplay was really fun, and the story was really interesting, and I really liked it. I played through it probably about 4 times, so if that tells you anything. Yeah, cool. Next up, Wrestling Revolution 3D. That's my number 8. Wrestling Revolution 3D is... Well, I mean, I've recorded 100 videos on it, so if that tells you anything about how good it is, there you go. Basically, it's one of those games that I can just play for a very long time and not be tired of it. Hence the fact that I've done 100 episodes on it. And I have played this a fair bit off camera as well. So it's got a lot of replayability to it, I suppose. Not that there's ever really a finishing point. Anyway, it's a really good game, so obviously, I mean, it's my most popular series, so there's obviously a big fan following to it for it as well, right? Anyway, number 7, and this one, some of you younger kids might not even know what this is. Galaga. Galaga is an arcade game, and I had it on my GameCube. Before that, I played it at an arcade, and it ate so many of my quarters because it was so addictive and so fun. A lot of people look back at Pac-Man as the definitive quarter-eating game of their childhood, but for me it was Galaga. Galaga is basically a space shooter where you fight against bugs and stuff. It's a really interesting game. It's really fun. So, yeah, go check it out if you haven't. It's probably everywhere nowadays, just because it's one of those public domain type of things. I don't really know. It's by Namco. Anyway, number 6. This is another one that's super nostalgia-based for me, but it's actually a really, really good game, and I do recommend you play it if you haven't before. It's Wario Land 3 on the Game Boy Color. There are emulators for that all over the place, and you can find the ROM all over. Don't illegally download it. Cough, cough, do it. Do it. Do it. Come on, do it. You know you want to. Yeah, it's a really good game. There's a lot to explore. Basically, you play as Wario, and you can't die. All enemies can do to you is impede your forward progress, but that in and of itself is enough of a difficulty curve that it still is never like an easy game. But just the levels are really unique, and it's just a really fun game. So yeah, I really highly recommend that. Number 5, Monster Rancher Battle Card. Now you guys might know if you watched my videos a while ago, I have a playlist of it. Monster Rancher Battle Card is one of the definitive games from my childhood. It's just a really unique game. It's basically like Pokemon style, but it's a dungeon crawling, card-based kind of collecting game. It's really fun. Basically, there's it's not like super intricate like Pokemon is, but it's got charm to it, and I really liked it. I always really liked it, and when I went back and played it again, I still really liked it, so it's got to be on the list, right? Cool. Number 4, Red Faction Guerrilla. Now, if you haven't played Red Faction Guerrilla, you should. I'm gonna say that right now. It's a game where you start out with a hammer, and you can use this hammer to destroy buildings with just your strength alone. Let me go walk up to a skyscraper, bash out all the ground floor, and then it just falls down. It's amazing. It's such a fun game where you can just destroy everything. There's really nothing else you gotta say about it. It's just good. Number 3, Smash Bros. Melee. Now, there's actually an argument to be made for pretty much any of the Super Smash Bros. Games, but Super Smash Bros. Melee was the one that I grew up with, so I had to put it on the list. It was the one that I played the most. I have Smash Bros. Original on my Shield, and it's very fun. I have the new Smash Bros. On my 3DS, and it's also very fun. But to my mind, the GameCube controller is the best way to control it, and it's really good, so I like it. I'm also actually decent at it, so that's surprising. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and not talk too much about that. You play as all the Nintendo characters and you punch each other. That's all there really is to it. Number 2, Mario Kart Double Dash. Now, this is one that I actually agonized over a bit. I was trying to decide between Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart Double Dash. I really like both of them. I like all the Mario Kart games, honestly, but 7 for the 3DS and Double Dash for the GameCube. I ended up going with Double Dash just because it was the one I grew up with, and I really like how unique everything is. Just like in terms of the whole 2 drivers sharing a cart, the special items, all that stuff. Mario Kart 7 brought with it first-person mode, which is amazing, and I think that every Mario Kart game should have that as an option. But Double Dash had the GameCube controller, which I really appreciate, and it's just such a fun game. So I had to put that in my number 2 slot. And number 1, this one's going to be really obvious in terms of like what franchise it's from. You might be surprised at what game it is, though. I went with Pokemon Heart Gold. And the reason for that, there's actually a reason for that. When I first started playing video games, the first video game I ever had as a kid was a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Blue. And Pokemon Blue was amazingly addictive, and it was super fun, and I really enjoyed it. But for my birthday, I got Pokemon Gold version, and my friend Idris, who had a birthday very close to mine, got Pokemon Silver. And we were so competitive at these games. This was the game that I played the most as a kid, and it held the most nostalgia for me. So when I saw that they had a remake of it with the shiny graphics, it was so vibrant, and the amazing battle system that they had introduced in 4th gen, in Diamond and Pearl, which was also a very good set of games, I was instantly sold. This was the coolest thing that you could potentially have told me. Now, every Pokemon game in the main series is definitely deserving of a slot on this list, in my opinion. Even some of what are considered the weaker entries, the 4th gen, Diamond and Pearl, I really think they're cool. They have, interesting. They brought with them the interesting battle system, with the physical special split. If you don't know what Pokemon is, you probably won't know what I'm talking about, but just take my word for it, it's interesting and impressive. 5th gen had by far the best story of any Pokemon games, in my opinion. 6th Gen was just really impressive with just how immersive the game world was. Even more so, like, even though it's still like a top-down view, it just, everything about it just clicks and it feels more freeform. The remakes of Ruby and Sapphire, very good set of games. Yeah, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, very good. And the original Ruby and Sapphire were good as well. But for me, no other Pokemon game has made me just as insane about Pokemon as Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Or for me, Heart Gold. I'm a Gold player. I like Gold better. There's really not a lot else I can say about it. It's entirely nostalgia based, and I understand that. But for me, that's the #1 game of all time. Again, for me. Anyways, guys, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. So if you make your own video, leave me a comment and I will go watch it. I'm super excited to hear what your favorite games are, because it's such an interesting topic. So, guys, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later. Bye.